Hi there, it's the Black opinionated woman, also known as a Bo. So I just recently did a live, and then I decided to come back on here because you guys just couldn't get enough of me. So if you're new to my channel, go ahead and hit the subscribe button, and let me tell you why. Because I'm amazing in every way and can do no wrong. Okay. So yeah, I actually jury rigged a way of uploading my thumbnail via my phone. I don't know why my computer is so janky. I haven't even had it a full year, and yet I cannot get it to pre-upload the thumbnail. But I know it's there because I checked. But this is what it is. Okay, this is what you selected to get in here. All right. Okay. So I guess let me take my display name off. I just figured out how to do that after using this for almost, well, not quite a year. All right. I'll leave it on for a while. I'll take it off. All right. So look, I want to know what happened to a lot of things. There's a couple things I want to know what's going on. Number one, what happened to wooing? I'll put my name back up because I like my name. What happened to wooing? How come we don't woo each other anymore? I mean, like, I was listening to music. You know that song by Bruno Mars? This bee got me paying a rent, something, 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 something. I was like, this is how we talk about people. I was like, we don't even respect each other. No one sings about love. I mean, like, I remember I loved the love music back in the day. We don't woo each other anymore. I mean, like, what is going on? The music is such trash. I'm like, wooing doesn't exist anymore. It's fake news. It's all the way fake news. I think women aren't as chaste and selective. So I think there's a change in that going on, right? So I think women are getting smarter. I think there's this whole movement for women to be more like highly selective with who they choose to engage in any sort of intimate act with. Um, but men don't respect women. Women have given up on men. Whatever happened to wooing? I feel like it's like almost like a game of where's Waldo? Now look, I'm not gonna be on here long, right? Because I'm looking at my computer at 7:01. I'm supposed to be in Bible study. So, I got like a few minutes because they're going through their hellos. Next, what happened to girl code? Girls are out here in these streets. They get mad that their relation, their girlfriendship falls apart, and then they want to tell all of each other's secrets. Also, you got women out here who don't care about other women, like having like ex boyfriends and husbands and stuff. They don't care. They'll go after your ex because it's like self esteem is so low. They just want to be seen. They want to be selected. They want to be picked. So it doesn't even matter. It's like, I got to get mine. This is what's going on. We're not wooing. Girls don't have girl code anymore. I mean, it doesn't exist. Women have lost their mind. Women are out here on some shenanigans. They break up their friendship, they tell it all. They tell it all. It's scandalous out here. Oh, fly ill. Scandalous out here in these streets. I want to know what else. I was getting on my nieces and nephews this weekend, right? We were celebrating my brother-in-law's birthday, and I got on my nieces and nephews because they always laugh at me like, Auntie, you so crazy. I'm like, I need something to celebrate. Now, look, y'all need to either graduate again, go get married, have some babies, invent something, patent perpetual gravity. I need you to do something. We're not celebrating things anymore. I'm like, people aren't getting married. People aren't in love. Just people are anti-baby. I get it. You don't want to be a single parent. I totally get that. I'm like, what is going on? We're not celebrating anything. Everything is just. I'm like, what happened? I'm like, what is going on? I'm like, I want to talk about reality TV for a second too. Now, granted, most of it is so highly contrived that it's just not even watchable. So I stopped watching quite a bit of it, but I still watch some, my guilty pleasure. But I'm like, whatever happened to reality TV just being about people, on TV and there being this like chemistry? Now you've got people out here who create content who I still enjoy watching, but like people are out here challenging all these people who have chosen to provide a window into their lives. They're like, well, she doesn't have a storyline. He doesn't have a storyline. I'm like, they got all these demands of people. They don't have a storyline. So what? Why can't they just be on TV and we just have a window into their lives? If they're a good fit, if it's good chemistry, then why can't it just be about that? Whatever happened to reality TV just, being reality TV? Now it's scripted reality. It's it's people just doing the extremes for a moment instead of it just being about having a window into the lives of peculiar people or whatever. Now it's got to be extra. It's got to be amped up. It's got to be on 10. We got to demand storylines. I want to know what happened to the toys in the cereal boxes. What happened to the toys in the cereal boxes? Why can't we have toys back in the cereal boxes? There used to be cool things in there. Little puzzles and like collector's cards and all kinds of stuff. Why are they charging so much money for cereal and there are no toys in the cereal boxes? I mean, like, I know I shouldn't act entitled, but back in the day, like when I was coming through, like it was like everything. We used to argue over whose turn it was to get the toy out of the cereal box or who gets to select the cereal. There's no more toys in the cereal boxes. I mean, like, we don't have any of the cool little, cute little toy things other than, well, we don't do McDonald's Happy Meal stuff anymore because my kids are beyond that anyway. And we try not to go to McDonald's. But I'm like, what happened to the toys? Like that little bit of joy. I'm like, whatever happened to people just being positive because they want to be positive, not the toxic positivity or the toxic negativity? Whatever happened to like people caring to bother? No one cares to bother. Like, there's no community. No one cares about anyone but themselves. It's me, me, me. I mean, sometimes I'm like that too. I'm like, me, me, me. But I'm like, we don't care to bother. We don't care to care. We don't care to care about anybody. And then whatever happened to dissension as like normal? It's like just normal discourse. Like, why can't we just have normal dissension? What happens now is instead of saying I don't agree or I don't whatever, now we have to read each other. We have to shade each other. We have to drag each other. We can't just say, I don't agree. Okay, whatever. So, okay, we'll just agree to disagree. Now we take it and we get all the way in the gutter. All the way in the gutter. I just wanted to know. I mean, acquiring minds want to know. I just had these quick little thoughts. I was like, I wrote them down real quick. I was like, I just want to get this off my chest. This wasn't meant to be like real deep or anything like that. But I mean, I'm serious about like the toys in the cereal boxes. As much cereal as we buy up in my house, I need to have a collection of toys. That didn't come out right. But I mean, like, we used to have the toys in the cereal boxes. And we don't do any of that anymore. I was like, I'm not a fan. I'm all the way not a fan of this. It's just too much. We used to just, I think, when I was thinking, I was just having these nostalgic moments. I was thinking about how our toys used to be made out of metal versus the plastic, right? Like, we don't have any of that anymore. Everything is about being first in a digital age or whatever. I don't know. I just feel like even like when it comes down to dissension, we can't just dissent and it not get crazy and not get mean. I think I said in one of my TikToks whenever I do get on there, I was like, why can't we just say what we mean and mean what we say without being mean? Oh man, like I just remember like back in the day, like there used to be so many love songs and you start feeling all like, you know what I mean? And remember True? I can't wait to get to school each day. Remember that? I was like, I'm just like, what happened? Now it's this thing. It's got me paying a rent. I was like, get this garbage off of my radio. Get it off. Now we got Black women out here so confusing. I am so confused about how you should like love your natural hair. Of course, I got extensions. For those of you who know, you know why. Um, but it's like people are like, yeah, I love myself, and then they go find the craziest wig with the most long hair, and everybody's got the look at everybody wearing the wigs. It's like huge swaths of hair being combed down, gel to their forehead. The baby hairs are so thick that it's practically a ponytail on their forehead. My forehead looks really big here. But I'm just kind of like, what happened to just like regular beauty? Now it's like beauty is defined as long wigs with, and I'm not against the wigs, I'm going to be honest, but everybody looks the same. Everyone's makeup looks the same, everyone's wigs look the same, and everyone's got like these most ridiculous baby hairs. Maybe I need to start gelling mine down, just thick. But anyway, that's it. That's all I had to say. I need to hop off here and join this Bible study that I'm 9 minutes late for. Let me take this off. Let me get on up out of here. Don't judge me. All the way, don't judge me. Look, I was just thinking. All right, go ahead and subscribe because I'm amazing. You like me. You like me. I'm entertaining, at least to myself, because I have to affirm myself. All right, Black opinion, the woman out.